list, okay, which is on part of the security. Here, the use of access control is we can control the traffic, different types of traffic, your telnet traffic, your www traffic, FTP traffic, and you can block the PC, block the network. Okay. So as per your requirement, so unnecessary traffic should be blocked. The scenario where required to specific VLANs, a specific department which doesn't require to access the respective department. So like this, we can minimize the traffic in your network. Okay, access keys will be very helpful. Fine, guys. So today we should discuss access list, that is ACL will call in short form. It is an access control list. Okay. So you have the three types of access list. Today we are going to discuss. That is standard ACL, extended, and named ACL.
Guys, no latest of today it's cancelled. Dura is traveling to Chennai, so normal schedule.
Okay, so these are the topic, guys. So come back for your training. So these are the few topics we are going to discuss. So in second half, okay, in second half I am going to discuss your NAT and PAN. Okay, so this topic we shall discuss. Okay. After this, once completing this topic, again we shall discuss the possible IPv6 if we have time. Discuss with your IPv6. Okay, so there's a lot of topic here. So we'll do a lot of practicals today. Okay, so access control list, which is keep in mind. So these are the things, topics, which is very important, guys, to understand better how to configure your ACL, access control list. Now, what are those? Why access list required? I'll repeat once again. To maintain the traffic in your network, to minimize the traffic increasing day by day, we can minimize based on your port number, based on your protocols. Okay, so say example, you have got two different networks, they can communicate, but they cannot access by using a telnet. You are not allowed to access your telnet. You can block the telnet. So blocking can be done based on your name of the protocol or based on your port number. So port number, I think you know for telnet, right? What is the port number for telnet? 23. Okay. So port number for www. 80. So based on that, because www means you cannot access the internet, but you can communicate with the network. Okay, so very interesting topic, guys. Okay, so here he has given some example why use the access list. Managing IP traffic in the network day by day is increased, as I told you, right? You can see the topology. So you are talking about the console cable, right, guys? So console are used. This is the cable. It's a blue color cable which is used to access your any networking device, maybe router switches or Nexus switches or firewall. This is a cable. So there is not a UTP and SPF cable. Okay, this is a console cable. So console cable is used to access directly. We have the console port. Have you seen, right? On the day itself, backside I have seen the console port. Okay, so there is one more port I told you about. There is a management port. So management port are used for the remote accessing. Okay, you can go to the rack. You can take your laptop directly connect with the console cable. You can access the device. Okay, so using console we cannot access remotely. Fine, but the management port remotely anywhere you can able to access it. Okay, those are the cables. So filtering packets as they pass through your router, you can filter your packets. Okay, so which traffic is allowed and which traffic is denied. Okay, so as per your requirement, you can use your traffic like whom to block, why to block, right? So this is a very basic, guys. You don't have the high-end security in terms of your firewall filtering, okay, packet filtering, IP packet filtering, like how to block, where to block, when to block. We don't have much deeper as per your syllabus. Okay. So, but thing is, if you learn this, it could be very helpful to learn your coming advanced technology in terms of your firewall. You have different firewalls, Cisco, Fortinet, Palo Alto. It could be very helpful there if you learn that. Okay. I hope you understood, guys. Access lists are used to manage your IP traffic. Okay, so managing of your traffic. So what are the access lists? So condition, you have paid for the traffic traveling to your router interface. If traffic is going to the interface, we need to go into filter your traffic. So this access list tells the router what type of packet has to be accept or denied. So which traffic we should accept, which we should not accept. Right? So we have to tell to the router, please don't allow the telnet traffic. We have got 100 PC, they are trying to access your router. Right? Telnet means if they are coming with a telnet, right? They use putty software. You heard about putty? Yes. Okay. If you're coming with that traffic, okay, it use which one? Which communication telnet used? It is a port number 23, right? Port number 23. Then it was the same as TCP/IP. Let's just be accessing, that's it. Okay. If the telnet 23 port number has come in, so your interface, router interface is going to block it. Okay. But if you ping it, okay, it can able to communicate with the different network. Understood? Interesting. You followed, right? So next thing is acceptance and denying can be based on your specific conditions. So depending upon the conditions, we can apply for your interface. So what kind of block you want? Okay, you want to block your telnet, FTP, UDP, even wireless also we can block it. Okay, but thing is we can able to communicate with each other.
This firewall also uses same interface to block.
Yes, firewall also does the same. It will filter your traffic. So firewall does many jobs apart from this. But access list is not recommended to configure in the firewall. Because why you are putting more burden on the firewall? But firewall has to do a lot of job, which will secure your internal network. The traffic which is coming from outside the world, which is coming inside of your network. So ask them to do this job for the firewall. Don't do for this small job. This is applicable only for the internal organization. For example, you have the two teams. This is security team and this is your R&D team. So R&D team doesn't require to access your telnet, FTP doesn't require, right? Why they want to allow you to access your router switches? Not required. What we are going to do? Just block these people to access your telnet. Right? Not required. Then they can able to communicate with each other. So like this scenario, we are using your router is sufficient. It is not recommended to configure in the firewall. Firewall does a very important job for you. Outside world, because outside these people are very intelligent, right? They try to penetrate your network, right? So firewall does that job. Okay.